welcome along to part 4 of this while we wait for FM25 to appear save with Manchester City, who've been relegated into the Championship. Yes, it's a bit of a fantasy save. Well, hopefully it's a fantasy save. I'm a Manchester City fan. I don't want to see that happen in real life. But anyway, in this save, Manchester City are in the Championship. All the big names have gone. When I say all, Phil Foden, weirdly, he's still with us. So whether he'll go before the end of the transfer window, I don't know. To be honest, we could do with the money, but then again, we could do with his skills on the pitch as well. I have made one more signing and we will get into some football today, I promise. Let's have a look at what's been going on. And I did say I want to try and give as much of a chance to the EDS players as I possibly can. But we do need a squad. We can't just put the EDS players into the Championship. So I have paid a bit of money for Zach Lovelace. He's half Jamaican, half English. So again, the English portion of that is very, very important going forward. He's only 19. Did I say Zach Lovelace's name yet? And well, it looks a very, very good player. 6'1", but very quick. And well, we need to do a little bit of work with him. 2-star, but he has got the potential to be 5 stars. Firmino that I signed, the Spanish backup striker, he's out injured for, well, another 3 or 4 weeks, I think. So we do need a backup striker to spoons up Bell, who are brought in on loan. And that's the critical thing. He's only with us for 12 months on loan. So going forward, we do need a young striker who can bang the goals in for us. Will he do that? Who knows? Finances, yep, like I've said before, I don't really want to spend too much money this season because I don't know how these finances are going to go. We are in the red in the bank now, and we've got a transfer budget of 15 million, and the wage budget, well, we're just about breaking even on that, I think. And as was pointed out in the comments by an eagle-eyed commenter, play direct football and counter. So we've got to play direct counter-attacking football. And I kind of feel like if we did that in real life at the moment, it might change our fortunes. So you know what? We're going to play direct counter-attacking football. I don't know how long it'll last for, because if we start losing too many games, then I might go back to my gegenpress. You know how I love my gegenpress. Okay, not too much waffling today. We are going to get 2 games in today. The first game is Watford at Vicarage Road, and be a tough test because Watford themselves have been in the Premier League. So let's get stuck into some football and see how this team of young lads and, well, 1 or 2 loanees and 1 or 2 experienced heads do in the Championship. So here we go, and we have a new goalkeeper. So Plazara is the new goalkeeper. Looks very, very good. Obviously, Edison jumped ship. Ortega, we had massive problems with a work permit, so he's gone as well. So we've got a new goalkeeper. We did buy a backup goalkeeper as well, if you remember. So we're doing all right in the goalkeeping department. Callum Doyle at fullback. He can play fullback or centre of defence, 6'3", so should be a weapon at corners at either end, but looks a very, very good player. Obviously high hopes for him. Bitshiabu is one of the new lads that's come in, again 6'5", so we have some real height at the back, and like I say, for attacking corners as well. I'm doing all my own set piece instructions, so we don't have a set piece coach. So, you know, long throws, near post, in swinging corners, all of that kind of thing. Finley Burns is one of the EDS lads. Not the greatest of players, 22 years old, so we might be switching around there. I'm not quite sure. We do have a few players on the bench who can play that role. Kabor is the best of the right wing backs that we got, right full backs. But we can play Katonga there as well. He looks okay. Peroni is going to be the DLP and looks a half decent player, 22. He's got half a star of potential there, extra on top of the 3. Looks all right. But again, it's just a fantasy save. It's a bit of an experiment. I have no idea how this is going to go. We've got the young kid, Wright, who's only 19 years old. Got 4-star potential and, well, Again, it's a big test and try this to see whether these EDS players can hold their own in the Championship and maybe even get us promoted. We've got Natemo. He's one of the new signings that's come in. I think he's on loan. I'll just check my notes. He's on loan. Yep, so this lad's on loan. Looks very, very good. And we've got 4 loan players in now in the squad. We are allowed 5, but I'm just keeping it to the 4. So he looks very, very good. Phil Foden is still with us, but has been out with a niggling injury. So the new Argentinian lad, Echeverri, has come in. He's got 4.5 star potential. He's one of the players that we do need to build this team around going forward. But looks a very, very good player. It's not his favoured position out left, but actually I probably do need to get him proficient on both sides because he is either footed. Oscar Bob, we all know Oscar Bob. He's going to play on that right hand side there and he's going to be cutting in. Cracking player. Soon Sut Bell, and I think I called him Spoon Sut Bell. It's Soon Sut Bell, and 21-year-old, half Thai, half English lad, but he is on loan for the season. But 6 foot, very, very quick, and looks to be very, very good. And the other player I need to mention as well is Max Allain, who has got great potential. He's a centre-back, 6'2", and looks a very, very good player. I am training him. He's accomplished as a DM, but I am training him to play there because I feel like we do need some covering there. And at 20 years old, he could become a very, very good DM for us, as well as centre-back if I need to cover there. Okay, so we are going to try this direct counter-attacking style. I have changed it a little bit because the mentality was cautious. I've never played with a cautious mentality in my life, unless, I go into one of my second tactics in-game to try and hold a lead, but I never start a game like that. Well, when I say never, I did try once in my other save playing the console version, and it didn't end very well. So anyway, we've not changed too many things in here, so that's more or less as it's set. The in transition, I think I've changed it. I always like my goalkeeper to roll out to either the full backs or the centre backs, so I think I've changed that. And out of possession, I'm not sure I've changed anything in there. No, so I've not made too many changes. I've upped the mentality to balanced, and I changed the goalkeeper distribution. Other than that, we're playing the tactic as it should be played. Okay, less of the waffling. Let's have a look at some footage. It's taken 4 episodes to get into watching us kick a ball. My word. But like I say, I am using this to try 1 or 2 new things. Show the way I do my transfers, my wage negotiations and all of that. And, I'll be able to tell by the viewing numbers whether people are switching off in the droves, because all the episodes I've done up to now have all been fairly short. So it should have been, like attention span for people should have been okay. If they're turning off in the droves, then obviously people don't want to see that kind of thing. Let's get into some football. And we get a highlight straight from the kickoff. So no faffing around. We're in the Championship and we get to see the first kick of the ball in the Championship. Unfortunately, we do give the ball away. So it's Watford now coming forward. Right there though, read that ball very, very nicely, picked it up. Unfortunately, it didn't carry on into a highlight. Okay, we've got a long throw coming in here now. I think I might need to do a few settings here because it looks like the settings are not to my liking there. But anyway, we are on the PC version obviously here. I'm used to the console version. I've been playing that for months now. Okay, free kick to Watford. And that is a lovely save from Pizzari. I've just upped the mentality to positive now, just to try and get us. I think we've started this game well, but we just need to give it a little bit more oomph. Come on, get that ball clear. Okay, just altered 1 or 2 settings there. The settings weren't to my liking, so we're on director and I like to be on TV. Okay, nearly half an hour on the clock, and I think we're doing okay. Watford have come back into the game though. Okay, Watford now with the ball at the back. So can we nick this ball off them? Wright needs to be on it in the middle of the park there. So I do need to kind of get used to the players' names and the positionings and whatever. Headed ball, hits the crossbar, Burns there. Callum Doyle heads the ball down nicely, but once again, we don't see a highlight. We've got a free kick now. Etcheverry, can he stick this in the top corner? Oh, what a cracking goal that was. And Etcheverry, he announces his arrival in this country from Argentina with an absolutely beauty of a free kick. And look at that. Super duper. What a cracking goal that was. And we're 1-0 up at Watford. And I have very, very high hopes for this young lad. So we've reached half time. And the assistant is saying go out there and give these fans the money's worth. I'm going to say I'm happy. Keep it up. Let's crack on. Okay, 15 minutes of the second half played, and there's been no highlights at all. But we do have quite a few tired players. So I think Phil Foden can come on and do a little bit of a job for us. Oscar Bob looking very, very tired. So I think we will bring Kaiki on for him. And on the other side, Etcheverry. He's having a good game, but I do want to bring Phil Foden on. Let's have a look. What shall we do here? I think we will bring Phil Foden on. And we're going to give Franke a start as well. So Mateus Franke, he's the other on loan attacking midfielder that we've got. And looks very, very good. So I think we will be rotating an awful lot in that position. We've got strength in depth there. Let's see what we can do with the rest of this game now. Okay, another free kick taken very quickly. Phil Foden's in, and his first touch of the ball, he smashes the ball at the back of the net with his left foot, and that highlight came up even before I could get my breath. Peroni there takes the free kick really quickly. Phil Foden onto it like a flash. You wouldn't think he was coming back off an injury, would you? Absolutely brilliant stuff from Phil Foden, and we're 2-0 in the lead. Watford now trying to play through the high press that we've got on the go here. Can they feed a ball through to yellow shirts? At the moment they're struggling to do that. With this high press, we need to be pressing a little bit more though. Then they have found the winger there on that side. Is it the winger or the wing back? Can we get that ball off him? So this City team, obviously, it's a bit of a trial at the moment. But we are 2-0 up and things are going very, very nicely. We should be fairly compact at the back, though, with this direct counter-attacking. We should be quite solid. Unfortunately, that ball didn't run for us there. We could have been on a counter-attack there. Didn't actually fall for us. Ball through. Fired there. That's in the back of the net. You could see that coming a mile off. And in the 71st minute, it's 2-1. And Watford have got their goal and their home territory. And yeah, they got a little bit of the run of the ball there, didn't they? And the ball pinged around, fell to Asprilla, and he found the back of the net, and it's 2-1. Okay, last two changes. I think we might drop back to balanced as well, just to try and hold on to this lead now. Both DMs have been changed, so the new lad Slattery has come on. Worth having a quick look at his stats. Looks a very, very solid player, but he's 26 years old, so he should be. I think he will do really well for us coming off the bench this season. May even get 1 or 2 starts. And the young lad Max Elaine, he comes on where, like I say, we're teaching him to play that role. But he's 6'2", he's a centre back. He knows how to defend. Hopefully we can hold on to this 2-1 lead. So stats very, very even in this game now, and it's a little bit worrying. We were 2-0 up and they looked like we were coasting it, but Phil Foden there, showing his skill, just dropped his shoulder, whipped that ball away, and soon up Bell there, little bit indecisive in front of goal. Should have put us 3-1 up, and that's a little bit disappointing. Okay, Franca now is going to take the corner. In swinging to the near post are the instructions. We've got some very big lads there. Can we? No, we can't get to that ball, unfortunately. Franca now, he's going to chase that ball down. No, he's not. He stops in his tracks. And just as we're coming up to the full-time whistle, about 4 minutes of time added on to play. And the ball is headed and it skims the crossbar. So my word, to talk about edge of the seat stuff, can we hold on to this 2-1? Would be a brilliant result. Yes, we can. And that is a superb result to get the season underway. A 2-1 win away at Watford. Well, reasonably happy with what I've just seen there. Obviously, Phil Foden, class act, 5-star player. I'll be surprised if we've still got him at the end of the transfer window. But you never know. It would appear that Phil Foden doesn't want to go anywhere. He obviously wants to see, he's a City boy through and through. So, but sometimes, you know, money talks, Champions League football talks, who knows. Anyway, we're into the next game, and it's another away game. It's Walsall in the Carabao Cup. So I probably wouldn't normally show this, but let's have a look and see how this team's performing, because this is new to all of us. We have no idea how this EDS team is going to perform. So let's watch this game as well. Carabao Cup, Walsall. We'll see you in the dugout. And that offer for Phil Foden, it's just come in. Liverpool. I mean, who wants to turn down Liverpool? So it's 44.5 million, rising to 51 million. The money would be very, very handy, but I kind of feel like if we could get back into the Premier League at the first attempt, Phil Foden will stay with us. So I'm going to reject that and see what happens. And of course, Phil now is coming to me and he's frustrated. He wants to go to Liverpool. Oh my God, that does grate a little bit. But anyway, okay, so we're going to discuss it with him and see what he says. So we're going to do the usual thing. Let's have a look at finances. Let's see what we think is a fair number. We're looking at 89 million for Phil Foden. He would seem to be happy with that. You know what? Let's knock that up a little bit. Let's go to 95 million. And his his agent is accommodating on that. So 95 million for Phil Foden. I mean, a very, very fair price, I think. And, well, would absolutely boost the coffers and would kind of stabilise the finances as well. But I don't really want to lose Phil Foden, if I'm honest. Okay, back to the football. No more offers as yet for Phil Foden. Hopefully he stays. I really do hope Phil Foden stays. I mean, obviously the money. I was going to say I'm not bothered about the money. Yes, I am bothered about money because the finances are very, very important. But at the end of the day, you do need quality players on the pitch. Phil Foden is a quality player, as we saw in that last game. But he is on the bench again today. We've made quite a few changes. Plazzari in goal, back four of Espran, Bitsiabu, Mbete comes in today. Katonga comes in today. Slattery comes in as well, next to Wright in the DMs position. Echvere, Oscar Bob. Franca comes in for his debut for us. And we're going to give Zach Lovelace a try up front. And let's see if he can bang a goal or two in. Soonsup Bell was a bit shot shy in that last game. A little bit worrying. He should have scored and he didn't do. Let's get stuck in and let's see if we can get through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Because let's face it, this season, as well as getting promoted, a little bit of a cup run would be quite nice for the finances. So no highlight straight from the kickoff today. It's 10 minutes before we get a highlight, but it is for City. Echvere again. We know what he can do from free kicks. We saw that in the last game. And this time he tries to find that corner, but Evans, the goalkeeper, tips the ball over and it is a corner. And I think Echvere is going to... No, Oscar Bob's going to take this one. Left-footed, near post again. And these big lads at that near post need to get their head on that ball because I'm sure we can score a lot of goals from corners this season. So back with another highlight. Oscar Bob tries for the second time to find a blue shirted head. A blue shirted head? I don't know whether that's a thing actually. I'm making it up as I go along. Oscar Bob fires the ball. It's in the back of the net. Mateus Franca on his debut for us. And the referee was having a little think about that, but in the end decided, nope, that's fine. And I think we've got a little bit of the rub of the green there. Not quite sure what happened. Let's have a look at this. Oscar Bob, second bite of the cherry. Makes a lovely run into the penalty area, and yet it pings back up to Franca, and he sticks a ball in the back of the net, and we're winning this game 1-0. Absolutely all over Walsall in this game, which is very, very nice to see, because I've made quite a few changes in this game. So rotation, I think, is going to be a big one. Well, it's always a big one, isn't it? But if I can bring these rotational players in and still win these games, then that's brilliant. It is only Walsall. You know, we have to qualify that statement, don't we? But a ball there to Esbrand. Franca again. It's in the back of the net. 2 goals for Mateus Franca. And, well, he looks like he's going to be a really, really good signing. And who knew? I think I've got 2 really good players, though, for that position. And I think they're both on loan with us. So next season we won't have them. But who knows? Let's have a look at what the valuation is on them, and you never know. But he looks a very, very good player. Got an eye for goal, obviously. So very, very nice there. 2-0 up against Walsall. So just coming up to half time, and Walsall do get their first highlight. We need to repel this. We don't want to concede a goal just before half time. Ball into the box. Don't kick anybody. Oh my word. And that was a little bit too close for comfort. Corner to Walsall. It's a little bit too many highlights here for my liking. Coming up to... oh, no. Don't give a penalty away. Has he given a penalty away? He has given a penalty away. Oh, my word. That is not great. Seconds on the clock before the half-time whistle goes. And sends the keeper the wrong way. And it is 2-1, and that's a great shame. I think that's the first shot on goal that Walsall have had. And in the first half, we've been absolutely dominant. And we go in now 2-1. That is a great shame, that. But they needed a penalty to do it. Hopefully we can get the third. And we do. We're getting another highlight. My word, what's going on here? Please tell me Walsall are not going to get the second. Mbete to Slattery. Ball up there. Lovely little cushioned header there. Can we pick that ball up? Lovelace is through, on goal, and hits the crossbar. And what a thunderous left-footed shot that was. Oscar Bob picking up the scraps right into the penalty area. And Walsall have cleared the lines there, and it's out for a throw. And it looks like they've got quite a badly injured player. So 2 minutes of time added on, and we played at nearly 7. Franca now with the corner. Literally no idea what's going on in this game. And we're not finding these blue-shirted heads. It's in the back of the net, though. And did we need that? Callum Slattery there whacks the ball in the back of the net. And I'm a little bit unsure about my midfield signings. I don't think Pert Harris, I don't think is the player that I thought he was. And I don't think Slattery is that good. But we get a little bit of the rub of the green again. The ball pings around in the penalty area. And Slattery says, thanks very much. And we go in 3-1. Things are going very well. Keep it up, lads. Franca now with the corner. Oh, and we do manage to get ahead to that. But straight into the goalkeeper's hands. It's all City now. Oscar Bob floats the ball in. We do get ahead to that one, but... We need a bit of the rub of the green at these corners, I feel. I think it's only a matter of time. We've had 19 shots and 9 on target. Etcheverry is injured. Still playing on, though. Puts a nice free kick in. Oscar Bob, what's he going to do with this? Gets tackled in the penalty area. Slides the ball to Mbete. Slattery. We've still got all the players up from that free kick. Bitsiabi now. Playing the ball to Etcheverry, the injured Etcheverry. Oh my word, what a goal from Etcheverry. Even injured, what a player this lad's going to be. Oh my word, fantastic finish. And we're going to have a look and see how bad that injury is. But it can't be that bad. If he can, look at the running here. And then whacks it with his left foot. It's 4-1 to City now. And Walsall, well, they're drifting into obscurity. Okay, 58 minutes, 4 changes. We did have an injury actually, apart from Echeverry. And who was it who was injured? Slatter, who was injured. Looks like quite a nasty one as well, so not quite sure about that. But Phil Foden, Kaiki, Elaine and Burns have come on. So I think have I made all? No, I've got one substitute left to make. So keep that in abeyance just in case. We are only in the 58th minute. So an absolutely dominant Manchester City performance. I wouldn't have expected anything less, to be quite honest. It is only Walsall when all's said and done. But we've had 20 shots. I think the conversion rate's been about 50-60% in this game. So Phil Foden now whips the ball in there. Lovelace's header just by the side of the post. So both of my strikers at the moment firing blanks, which is not ideal. But then again, we have other players on the pitch who can, you know where that white round thing goes. Yes, it goes between the 2 white sticks. The 5 minutes of time added on, and obviously we're well in the lead. No need for any more highlights in this game. Full time, we're through to the next round of the Caribou Cup. And I think we are going to say it's comprehensive. We've blown them away. We actually did blow them away. So some very nice football played there, some lovely goals scored, and I think there's 1 or 2 positions on the pitch where we are going to excel. We've got some terrific players. 1 or 2 other positions I think we're a little bit light in, but like I say, it's a chance to give these EDS players some game time. Let's see how they can do in the Championship. Phil Foden, I don't know. You're going to have to come back next time to see whether Phil Foden is still with us. I'm not going to play any games off camera. I normally do. I'm going to come straight back. I'm just having a quick look now. So we've got a home game against Cardiff and an away game against Peterborough. Both in the Championship. Both very important games. If we can get 6 points out of those 2 games, we could end up top of the Championship. And, well, with the wind in the right direction, it's early days. Okay, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Some football in there for once. Yep, episode 4 and we're into some football. But some nice football played, some nice goals and some very, very promising young players in there. Come back next time. 2 more games in the Championship. Let's see if we can top the Championship and let's see if we can hang on to Phil Foden. We'll see you very shortly.